Hi, my name is Courtney Eveler. I am from Raleigh, North Carolina. I was born and raised though in York, Pennsylvania, where I got my cosmetology license. I have now been licensed for 4 years, but I have been practicing hair my whole life. My mom was a barber, so I grew up in the industry basically. So I'm going to be demoing Pravana Vivids, and the color that everyone wants is rose gold, so that's what I'm going to be doing today. So first I started using the Pravana cream lightener to do my balayage, just because I like the cream lightener. I think people underestimate it. It's super powerful. It's so conditioning because of the coconut oil and other oils that are found in this product. So what I did is I balayaged my mannequin, and as you can see, she's probably a level 8. Maybe not yet an 8, maybe. But you can tell that there's still warmth in her hair, which is okay. Most Vivids you do need to pre-lift to a level 10, but because I'm using rose gold, and gold is in the color, the word that I'm going for, why cancel out all the warmth in her hair when I can just use it to my advantage? So my client wants a warm, true rose gold color, and that is where Pravana Vivids Rose Gold comes into play. This is still a new Vivid color. It was launched last summer, so super excited. So what I'm going to be doing is glossing her balayage with the rose gold, and what that's going to give me is just a overlay of the Pravana Vivids. It is a semi-permanent color, so there's no mixing required whatsoever. As long as you have pre-lifted your client and then shampooed and blow dried her and brought her back, you can then gloss her with the Vivids. So that's what I'm going to be showing you. So, does anyone have any questions before we get started? Has anyone used Vivids? Are you familiar with Pravana Vivids? So it is a semi-permanent color, which means it is non-oxidative, so you do not mix it with anything. So with your Vivids, you are wanting to have a canvas that has already been pre-lightened. So I lightened her to about a level 8, and then I'm going to be glossing her blonde with the rose gold Vivids. Now, I am taking small sections to ensure that I'm getting even saturation. And when I am applying my Vivids, I use a back and forth motion just to really spread the hair open. And then I'm massaging it as I'm working the color through the ends of the hair. So I'm massaging and I'm working the color in, because there is no peroxide, there's no developer that you use to mix into this to open up the cuticle and make sure that the color is being saturated. So it is crucial that when you are applying Vivids, you are doing it on your client that has pre-lifted or pre-lightened hair. Now again, I did not pre-lift this to a level 10. Most Vivids, depending on what color you are using, does require level 10, and sometimes you do want to tone out the warmth before applying your Vivids. But because I'm using rose gold and I'm wanting gold in her hair, I'm just going to be using the warmth that she already has to my advantage. So I'm taking small sections. If you take too large of a section, you can get spotting that way because you're not getting an even saturation of color. And I'm really massaging it and making sure that each part is getting an even distribution of color. So when you are using Vivids, you're applying it to clean, dry hair. Now this is going to process at room temperature for 20 minutes. And then once you are done processing, you can then take her back and rinse. Now it is optional. You can shampoo this color out. I personally do not shampoo my Vivids out. It's going to help the color sit in the hair longer, so it will last longer than if I take her right back and shampoo all this out. Now because I've pre-lightened her, and I took her back and I shampooed her and blow dried her and brought her back before applying her Vivids, her hair is clean, so there's no point in shampooing again. The Vivids color is very conditioning, so once you do rinse, it is, up to your discretion if you would like to follow up with conditioner. That will just help seal and lock in the color a little bit longer. If she's got fine hair and the color was enough conditioning, then there's no need to add more conditioner. You can then finish and style your client. Now with the Vivids, it is important that you are talking to your client about their home care. What is their regimen at home? What's their routine? What products are they using? Does this client want the Vivids to last long, or is she, kind of unsure that she wants this? Maybe she doesn't want it to last as long. So make sure that you're talking to her and asking her these questions to make sure that you're recommending the right home care for her when she leaves. So I have personally been using Pravana for 4 years now. I use the Vivids in my hair all the time, and I was a redhead for quite some time, and Pravana was the only color line that I found that I could use as permanent or demi-permanent. And I actually found great results using Pravana's Chroma Silk with the Zero Lift for my red hair. It lasted the longest. It had the most vibrancy out of any red color that I've used. So when I used that and I found a great red that helped my red hair stay red the longest and the shiniest, and it looked so healthy, that's really when I fell in love with Pravana. Now these Vivids are intermixable, which is great. So most clients who want rose gold, they don't always want a warm rose. So what you can do is you can take this rose gold as a base, and you can add in a drop or a ribbon of the violet Vivids. And that's just gonna give you a deeper, cooler rose gold. So it's not gonna be as warm, it's just gonna be on the cooler side of the rose. And if you're feeling a little frisky, you could probably add in some wild orchid also. That was one of my favorite Vivid colors. But the wild orchid and the rose gold together would be very pretty. And it would give it that coolness and maybe a little more depth to the color. So I am just going to be finishing up this mannequin with the rose gold Vivids. If no one has any more questions, I'm going to sign off. And I hope you will consider me for a Pravana educator. I would love to spread and share some Pravana love with everyone and the reasons why I fell in love with the company. So, thanks.